DEI didn't falter because it demanded too much. It faltered because it demanded too little of organizations as systems. We were not thinking of a systemic approach. Now, everybody's talking about systems. It's really remarkable. I think that's what OD, organizational development, people do all the time. But DEI was talking about systems as if it was a system that was being imposed. Systemic racism is the closest we got to systems thinking, because in a way, talking about systemic racism said it was the system over there that was causing the problems to these people over here, rather than the system colluding to do this all together. Now, system never is about one piece. Everybody contributes to where we are today. And I'm not saying that as a blame placing mechanism. I'm saying it as taking full accountability for where we are, knowing that we have to go further. Let me share a little bit of how this occurred. Too often, comfort was confused with safety. Now, interesting thing, we talked a lot about being comfortable with discomfort. And maybe some people got there, but it was usually somebody that you believed that you were right morally in a place to tell them that they needed to be uncomfortable. But that's a lot of what that was. Like, you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's, to me, a bit obtuse, but here's the point. People started confusing representation with robustness. Moral clarity replaced inquiry. And what I mean by that is that there was a certain group of folks that felt they had a moral authority over other folks, oftentimes because they had disagreed with their assertions. And therefore, disagreement was treated as risk rather than data. As a practitioner, group and sometimes organizations followed that simply because they wanted the noise to die down post George Floyd about racism.